You talked about Mookie Blaylock being assigned defensively to Michael Jordan.
Yeah, this is going to cause some problems for the Hawks because they're going to have to help out on the post-ups. But the Wilkins-Pippen is also key. Can Wilkins disrupt Pippen and catch him in the transition game in the open floor?
John Koncak starts at center against Bill Cartwright. Cartwright has come back strong after being injured much of the season. John Koncak has been a disappointment in the playoffs. Armstrong is playing very well. Stacey Augmon has disappeared in terms of his defensive intensity, so he's off Jordan and on B.J. Armstrong. Phil Jackson, who's won the title both ways with the New York Knicks and with the Chicago Bulls as the head coach. Bobby Weiss, all that he reads in the papers here is that his job is in jeopardy. He said the toughest thing for him is to focus, and that's what he's on, is to focus and to deal with this situation with the Hawks down 0-2, and his basketball team has not been helping out much in the first two games of this series.
You can see game one, the offensive boards killed them, and then also Wilkins and Willis getting in early foul trouble. Willis only playing 7 minutes in the first half. Game two, the turnovers, especially with Mookie Blaylock coming up with 9, and the majority of them were in the open floor, where if they only made, say, 6 of the 9, they were in the ball game.
We're ready for the tip-off at the Omni in Atlanta. They are expecting about 15,000 in the arena tonight. It seats about 16,500. Darryl Garretson, Hugh Hollins, and Lee Jones, a veteran officiating crew here for the Chicago Bulls, who have swept their first-round playoff opponents the last 2 years on their way to World Championship rings, and they are leading the Atlanta Hawks 2-0 with the first game on the road. Willis and Cartwright to jump it at center, and we are underway. Blaylock comes away with the ball. It's Blaylock and Augmon at the guards for Atlanta.
See, Augmon, who has been averaging 16 points a game during the season, is only getting 10. They need him to have a good night.
Augmon misses the perimeter. Koncak with a rebound. Tried to take it back inside. Back to Kevin Willis. Dominique Wilkins leaning in. Hawks missed their first 2 shots. Out of bounds to Chicago.
Well, it'll be interesting right now to see what they'll do as soon as they see that Blaylock is on Jordan. And they always like to open up going into Billy Cartwright to test the defense. No double teaming.
The first thing they did is put Jordan underneath the hoop bed, and the Hawks are 0 for 4.
Big thing now, transition defense. They must get back, try to eliminate the easy layups.
Augmon on Pippen. Here is Blaylock on Jordan, who goes for the 3. And buries it.
From Marietta.
Point line. Oh my, hits one from half court on Sunday. Michael Jordan having a great playoffs, even by his standards. Hawks inside. And Stacey Augmon from Mookie Blaylock.
That was the door that opened up.
Jordan misses the 3 this time. Koncak with his second rebound in a row.
Now that's nice to see because he's getting in traffic and going nice.
Into Willis. It's 5-4 Bulls.
They have a young team and they play really hard and they get after it. Now here's Michael posted up, all right, and they're looking down inside. What they want is a zone call because everybody's laying back off trying to help out Mookie Blaylock.
3 seconds. Michael Jordan's turnaround. Yes, and the foul. Nobody else with more than 2. It is 9-6 Bulls.
They need to make that extra pass in this first quarter to get confidence.
Dominique Wilkins from way outside. He was on the line. That is a 2-point field goal. But Dominique was on the 3-point line. Jordan has tried 2 threes already in this game with the shorter Mookie Blaylock on him. Jordan going down to post up now. Horace Grant left uncovered from 17 feet, and Horace Grant has spins into the paint. Rebound Willis.
Good pressure that time by Koncak.
Good pass from Blaylock.
Nice.
To Wilkins to Augmon.
I don't even know how he saw that pass. That was
Bulls, 7 minutes to go first quarter. Wilkins on Armstrong. Jordan down low on Mookie Blaylock. That's going to be tough if they can get him the ball on the block. 62-28. Jordan misses the jumper. Koncak.
There you go. You have 4 on 3 now. You have to make it happen.
Augmon dishes off to Dominique Wilkins. Blocked from behind by Grant. The tip in by Willis.
All right, that was a terrific move.
Mookie Blaylock defended by B.J. Armstrong. Tied at 13. Hawks looking for their first lead. Wilkins kicks it back out. 10 on the shot clock. Ogman blows by Jordan. Bulls trail in the game for the first time, 15-13.
Well, Michael guessed, and Stacy beat him with that long step.
Pippen, who struggled in this series, still playing on that sore ankle, hits an open Grant. Koncak was in there to stop the first shot, but Grant with the offensive goal on the shot clock. That's a three, but he hits the side.
Look out, long.
Pippen could have been fouled on that, as Blaylock was the only defender back.
In the way Ogman did.
This is interesting. Snoop Graham did not even play in the game at all on Sunday, and he's an early substitution here.
Nice play.
Michael Jordan spins and sees Cartwright on the weak side.
Wow, that guy's coming from the other side of the lane. Michael could take all day and find it.
Jordan and Pippen both go down. Now the switch with Koncak. Koncak punched it away, down to 5. Jordan against Blaylock. There's the double team, got there late.
Well, it's been late all through this quarter. Blaylock, front him. Let's see them make the lob passes, because now you can get help from the other side of the lane.
Blaylock pulls up from 19. He hits his jumper. Blaylock can be an excellent perimeter shooter. Bulls not getting a lot of early offensive rebounds. Graham tipped it in. First he was left alone. Everybody anticipated.
Ball with Wilkins and Campbell on the right side.
5 seconds. Dominique Wilkins has to force it up. Goes after his own shot. What an effort by Dominique Wilkins. Wilkins struggling, however, percentage-wise. He's 2 for 7. Purdue finds the open man. It's Tucker for 3.
See, that's been killing them throughout this series. It's really hurt. The opposite diagonal pass, as well as on the fast break.
Snoop Graham has his 4th point early in this game.
Trap. Now you must get over the top of it and, make it pay the price. Look for the score.
Dwayne Farrell checked in for Dominique Wilkins. Here's Willis against Purdue. Backing in, short jump hook. But he's within about 5 feet. It is 28-26 Hawks. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter.
You must pay attention to Will Purdue. He is he's very physical, and he's constantly crashing the offensive board. So you've got to pay attention and block him out.
Shot clock and game clock are almost parallel here, so the Hawks will look for that last shot. There's the double team. Blaylock looking for somebody. He's going to have to take it himself. Look at that tip by Farrell. As the shot clock went off, there's 0.3 of a second left in the quarter. Farrell gets the hoop, and the Hawks lead at the end of the first quarter here in Atlanta, 30-26. Good effort by Dwayne Farrell.
Just keep a look at the left of your screen. He's coming right down the lane right now. Time that beautifully.
And the Hawks are out-rebounding the Chicago Bulls 15-6 in quarter number 1.
This group right now, they've got to understand who they're going to and get some markers up there.
Farrell takes Jordan inside and lays it in. No, that's their game.
That's right.
It's got to be in your game, or it'll be called. Scott Williams against Adam Keefe. Adam gives away about 4 inches of height on Scott. Now the Hawks break off again. Purdue with the block. Scott Williams on the run. Look at the speed. He's 7 feet tall.
Oh, boy.
Now there's an athlete.
Yeah.
7 feet, 270 pounds, and Scott Williams raced down the floor. Points in about a minute of play here. 32-31 Atlanta. Dominique Wilkins back into the ball game. Down to Farrell, gets Williams airborne. Pulls Purdue away and lays it in. Dwayne Farrell, 6 points early.
Guys that were not drafted, and they've made their way into this league and making big contributions on playoff teams.
Graham on Michael Jordan. They isolate the side. Michael's pull-up baseline jumper. Michael has 12, his first points of the second quarter. It's a 1-point Atlanta lead.
Or the 2 hands in the lower back.
Jordan bullet pass inside to Williams. Tipped in by Purdue. Forced the shot. Rebound Scott Williams. Dominique is only 2 of 9 from the floor. Purdue sees the lane open. Big power jam by Will Purdue.
Gotta watch out. Hawks did an excellent job switching out on that. Plenty of time here.
7 seconds on the shot clock. Now 5. Ogman in the face of Jordan. Pippen with the tip in.
You have to go for the ball.
Of the game. Stacey Augmon with the steal.
There you go, strong. Nice.
Dominique Wilkins struggling from the field tonight. Runs into a double team.
Oh,
and carelessly throws it away.
Yeah.
The behind-the-back jam from Scottie Pippen.
They've got to open up the spacing because that will string out the defense.
Augmon, nice pass to Kevin Willis. Kevin Willis now with 13. Now switched out on to Augmon. Horace Grant, the open man. Bulls running their offense to perfection on that possession. 11 points for Horace Grant.
All good offenses can reverse the ball to the opposite side of the floor and take advantage of the good defenses. But you have to give them credit. They're knocking down those shots.
Wilkins, that's a 2. He stepped on the line.
It's a player.
Koncak pulls down another board. He has been very active.
Nice.
Augmon with a beautiful move inside. Stacey Augmon averaged 14 points on the season. Misses here, but Blaylock steals the rebound. Dominique spinning into the lane. That's a patented move. And the foul. Dominique Wilkins with the finger roll. They're calling the foul on Stacey King with 45 seconds to go in the half. Atlanta only 5 of 10 from the line. Jordan blows by Augmon.
Well, Stacey thought he had help on the baseline.
Grant won that jump before Dominique's injury. I'm not sure Grant could have won that jump.
It's going to be a 1-4. A 1-4. Keep it open for Michael with movement on the baseline.
The fadeaway jumper. Rebound from Willis. So the Bulls go in at the half with a 3-point lead, and the Atlanta Hawks definitely playing the best they have in this 3-game series thus far. However, it's still 3 points short of a load. 50 to go. Opening moments of the third quarter from the Omni in Atlanta. This is game 3 of the first round series. Jordan hits the deck, and the basket. Ball goes through the hoop. 7 of 14. Jordan shooting at 50% tonight.
Well, Blaylock is still on him, and all he's doing is shooting over the top.
Good pass into Willis from Mookie Blaylock.
Now you can see that time.
Balance for that 3-point shot attempt. Michael.
Nice.
B.J. Armstrong. And on the Bulls break, you've always got the guy spotted up in the corner.
Front 3, and he ended up with a 27-foot jump shot.
B.J. Armstrong's first points of the night. Down to Willis, being defended by Cartwright. Dominique from 17 feet. Oh, tough shot. 1 Bulls by 4. 8:45 to go, third quarter. Atlanta trying to stay alive in this series. Dominique over Pippen. Wilkins has 16.
He's made 2 jump shots. Pippen has been right in his face.
Looking for Cartwright. Now to Pippen at the free throw line.
Yeah, this is smart. Just post them up in there.
Stolen by Wilkins. Then B.J. Armstrong picks it right back. Jordan with one of his patented moves down the lane. The bank shot. Hawks have 10 to shoot inside to Kevin Willis. He can't hit. Must be a slippery ball. Pippen with a monster jam on the break. 20-second timeout called by Bobby Weiss. Shot clock for Atlanta. Now 4. Mookie Blaylock bails him out. Count the basket, but a foul against Atlanta. Posted against Pippen. Pippen got a piece of that. Grant with the ball out to Armstrong.
See, 4 shirts down there.
Hawks with another turnover. 3 against 2. Jordan just slithered right by Koncak, went to his left hand, and the Bulls now have a 9-point advantage. And once again, the third quarter has been the problem for Atlanta, as it has been this entire series.
He's running a layup down at the other end.
Blaylock gets it inside, and Willis once again very quickly double teamed. Augmon from 14. Tough shot by Stacey Augmon, who has 12 points.
I'd like to see the Hawks get more movement right now, so that they're just not staying on the left side of the floor. Balance the floor out, make some passes. They've lost their last 3 road games. You know, in this game, they're not really playing that well, and if they were playing a superior foe, they'd be in a little bit of trouble here this evening.
Jordan at the buzzer, count the 2.
Because he'll just, you know, he outjumps guys at 6'3" and 6'4". Of course, he's going to go up over the top of Blaylock.
Dominique Wilkins hitting from the outside has 18 points.
Down for that.
Jordan, of course, released the other way. Willis, double team late getting there this time, and Kevin hits the jumper. Hung has played, what, about 75, 76 minutes, no turnovers in this series. Michael Jordan off the screen. He's not going to miss that. Jordan falls down and looks to be hurt. He slipped on this wet floor right in front of our bench. We told you that there is ice underneath here. Michael Jordan simply turned around and went down, and he is grimacing.
Now keep an eye on him as he moves back. You're going to see it. He goes down right there. See, the ankle gave way on him right there.
They're having to help him off the floor. We're talking about a franchise guy here, and he looks as though that right ankle is giving him some severe pain at this point. We won't speculate. I've seen Michael Jordan helped off the floor so many times only to see him return the same game.
If they just spread out the ball and swing the ball to the other side of the floor, more movement and get everyone else involved.
Now one-on-one Wilkins against Pippen. He pulls up from 13, banks it off the glass. But once again, one-on-one basketball. 13 to go in the quarter.
They'll work through Cartwright right now and get all that offside action.
Willis, very defensive job. Back inside to Horace Grant. Grant misses the jumper. Cartwright follows again. Offensive boards from Bill Cartwright.
This time we got a 2-man game on the right-hand side.
Keith with a rebound off the Bill Cartwright miss. Hawks trying to get something set up quickly here. Dominique Wilkins for 3. Big bucket from Dominique. And the Bulls now lead by 4.
That's the first time in this game he's been standing by himself. He says, give it to me.
13 points this quarter from Wilkins. Getting the crowd back in the game here in Atlanta. Pippen unmolested down the lane for the easy lay-in. It's a tie ball game right now. Have they hit those? Bulls by 5.
This is a 1-4 set with B.J. Armstrong coming off the screens down on the baseline.
2 seconds to go in the quarter when Horace Grant buries the jump shot. And the Bulls lead by 7 going into the 4th and final quarter. With the Bulls leading at 72-67, this crowd erupted as Michael Jordan walked back on the floor, no limp at all. And just as I start thinking he's human, we see him go down, not able to even move. And here's a shot just moments ago, Michael Jordan coming out. He went in, they had to carry him off the floor. He's retaped. Missed the 7 games in the last 7 years. One of those a suspension, and Jordan is back out here. Looks to be walking all right.
Now you can see, you know he's smarting, except that he is walking a little delicately. But here, keep an eye on him once again. We're going to show it to you as he rolls that right ankle right there. He slips and he turns, and he goes right down on the floor. He's no contact with any player or referee.
So while he's out, the 2 teams played to a 6-6 tie. Gave the Hawks a chance to kind of get an emotional lift here. The Bulls played pretty well. Scottie Pippen took over the floor leadership. And now with the final 12 minutes to go, the Hawks down by 7. Adam Keefe is fouled to go in the game. 10:35 to go in the Atlanta Hawks season unless they come from behind.
Hawks are doing a real good job on that staggered screen on the opposite side of the floor.
Burrell out in the face of Jordan, who came up hopping after taking that jump shot.
He sure did.
The boards in the first half. Jordan for 3. Nice pass into Burrell from Henson.
The fast break is there, Bob. It's been there the entire game. But the main thing is the 4 guys have got to continue to run hard and then look for the layups instead of taking the 20-foot jump shots.
Easy pass from Scott Williams to Michael Jordan, and he's fouled. Tried to go to Dominique down on the block.
Hawks have got to just regroup here. Regroup.
There's one way. A steal by Graham. Dominique to Farrell for the lay-in. Nice offensive transition by the Atlanta Hawks after the steal by Paul Snoopy Graham.
That was a beautiful pass by Dominique. Led him. Great catch.
Going to get Blaylock, Augman, and Willis back in the game in just a moment for Atlanta. 10 to shoot for the Bulls. Now 5. Tucker gets Graham airborne and hits it. Veteran playoff experience. Grant has 9 rebounds. 8:21 to go in the game. Bulls by 10, looking to build to their biggest lead of the game. Williams backing in. Contact, good defensive play, but Williams puts it right back up again. And the crowd starting to get a little disappointed here at the Omni, and Bobby Weiss calls timeout. Bulls lead it by 12 with 8:06 remaining. Starks will be suspended. He has simply been ejected from the game at Market Square Arena, and the Indiana Pacers are leading the Knicks. Farrell's turnaround jumper. 6:46 to go in this ball game. Bulls by 10.
It's a double screen away for Paxson.
Good pass inside. Scott Williams by defense. Let's see if they pick it up at all.
But you know, you always say the playoffs, you must take care of the defensive boards, play solid defense, make your foul shots.
Bulls wide open inside to Jordan.
I tell you, they're clicking in these 3 games. Gamble, try everything we can defensively.
Wilkins knocked it away, broke out on the break, but the Hawks couldn't get him the ball. Finally, Wilkins. He's fouled by Grant. He'll go to the line for a 3-point opportunity with 3:30 remaining. Jordan went out and the Hawks scored 6 straight points. Farrell on the drive, and he'll go to the line.
He attacks the basket well.
Big turnover there. Augman out in Jordan's face. Armstrong played soft. 8 seconds to shoot. Jordan isolated against Farrell. Pull-up jumper. Dagger in the heart.
So much for no elevation because of the ankle.
In 16 minutes this half, he has 19 of Chicago's 41 second half points.
Is that all?
That's it. And the sore ankle. Dominique Wilkins goes for 3. B.J. Armstrong came away with a loose ball.
Now the Hawks have a foul to give before they get into the penalty situation.
I don't know if this is the guy, but he's going to have the ball in his hand. 5 seconds to shoot. He goes for 3. He drains it. Michael Jordan has 37 points. What a performance in this series.
Now just think about it since he has come back from the injury. I mean, has he missed a shot? I mean, it's just amazing.
22 points in 17 minutes and a half. The Hawks get a 3 from Farrell. They're only 2 of 11 from 3-point land, and it is a 6-point Bulls lead with 1:03 to go.
Still 6. You have to keep hustling now. There are a number of possessions here. Let's see, this is smart. Spread him out, give Michael the ball.
1-4.
See, Augman doesn't want to gamble, and he'll just take him one-on-one right now with 4 to go.
Blows right by him, off the glass. No, Hawks have it. Augman on the run.
Chance right here.
3-on-2. Wilkins to the hoop. The jump hook. No. Wilkins, offensive board. No. B.J. Armstrong, and that symbolizes this series for Dominique Wilkins. A lot of effort and not much to show for it in terms of getting a victory.
And you had a 3-on-2, and they ended up with everything on the left side of the floor. The guy on the right lane was wide open.
Augmon fouls Jordan, and that'll send him to the free throw line.
Game, and no one likes the fact that they were down 0-2. Fortunately, this man on the line has negated all of that.
39 points for Michael Jordan here tonight. 7 rebounds, 4 assists. He's 16 of 28 from the floor. He's playing on a very sore ankle, and again, he simply refuses to let the Bulls lose. You said it, Hubie. He's at another level.
Well, I mean, the play on Dominique Wilkins over on the side that forced the ball to go out of bounds, you know, was real big. But then he's also had 3 key rebounds here in the last 2 minutes.
Into Grant for the jam, and that puts the period on the Bulls' sweep of the Hawks and the end of the season for Atlanta. They've been swept out, but they've joined the company of New York 2 years ago, Miami 1 year ago, and now the Hawks have been swept 3-0, and the Bulls move on to the second round to await the winner of the Cleveland, New Jersey series. Our Budweiser player of the game, could there be any question? Michael Jordan with 39.7 rebounds, 14 in 9 minutes after spraining his ankle. Final score 98-88, and we'll be back.